All right, so hello there, and then it's another question and answer times, and then I don't think I'll be the perfect person to yeah, answer your questions, but I'll be more than happy to be glad to be your help if I can. Okay, so I just got one question from the Gundam Legacy Extremes, Mr. S. What was your opinion on the 999 and 1000 episode of the Kamen Rider O's? And yes, I saw that both of them, and I must say that it was a very, very unique. And but they really didn't go out of the plot. I mean, the storylines. I thought that they're gonna be the completely different stories. I thought, okay, but no, they didn't. And actually, they followed that the very important core storylines that they're looking for the medals, and still there's the um, well, the greed is there, and Kazari was there, of course, and manipulating that, one of the Shoka, member, Shoka warrior, and but it was very interesting. Finally, as you saw that already, the Shocker, uh, he was actually he was trying to bring that shocker warriors, should I say Sentoi, that those guys, and not that the main kaijin, the monsters, but the all the tradition, not the traditional, but the historical those warriors from the each of the uh, e- uh, the enemies, and was there to it was very interesting to see. It was good to see them again. And then finally, the man was the shocker one. He helped the Kamen Rider O's, and I thought it was very good, um, because he helped out in Kamen Rider O's, because not because that he wants to help him, no, because he believes that Kamen Rider is the kind of a goal to defeat by themselves as a shotgun. Okay, so he really didn't want the Kamen Rider O's to be defeated by the other monsters. So actually, in the end, he helped the Kamen Rider O's. Well, I think it's a very touchy story, and it was very nice to see that old, the members of the enemies. I like that. And then so of course the new mecha, new machines crow was there. It was very nice to see. I have actually the crow here. Actually build it up already. Excuse me. There we go. Yeah, this is actually the come from the combo change series for the Kamen Rider verse, and with that all the attachment you can create these crow, the robots, the one that appeared. I think it was the first appearance on the 1000 episode last Sunday, right? So it was very very nice, and it was very powerful. It was. And also, of course, and then all the producers, the director, whoever that didn't make that no mistake about putting 1,000, okay, 1,000 cell medals into Kamen Rider Burst driver. Okay, can you imagine that? Bring, bring in and inserting in 1,000 cell medals into the Burst driver, and you finally get this one. All right, and of course everybody helped. Okay, everybody helped out. Trying to put it in a 1,000 medals, including those Gorilla Candroid, as they are very good help, and also other people. I think it was the Goto-san. Goto-san was helping. Just like holding. Do you remember that all the bucket that he's carrying? That Date-san is carrying all the buckets all the time, and in that container. I'm sure that he has nearly the 1,000, all right? Maybe over 1,000. And, Goto-san was carrying this bucket and then just pouring into like this, into the driver. That was very, very funny. Okay. Uh, but, they successfully made that, those transformations of the crows, and that was very good. And working with the together with the Kamen Rider was, and it was, I never realized that it was a very powerful weapons. That was very good. I really liked it. It was worse for the 1000, and then I really like that. The idea that they are so flexible. It's really proved that they're the directors and TV programs. They are so flexible to celebrate whatever that they have. And have you? I don't know. I'm not sure if you saw that special commercials. Probably that's one-time commercials between those uh, the programs. There's one commercials, and to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Kamen Riders, and not the movie one, but only to bring exclusively made a video clip for the all the Kamen Riders appear and do the showed up in the screens, and that was very very touchy, especially as a Kamen Rider fan, and to see that Kamen Rider Ichigo and Nigo and V3, all the Showa riders, and it was very touchy feely. I hope I answered that Gundam Legacy Extremes. Thank you very much for your questions. Okay, got a question from the Axel Double here. Thank you very much. And Mr. S, do you like the Putotela combo? And what is the favorite O's combo, Mr. S? Thank you. Thank you for asking. I'm not sure about the Putotela combo yet. I haven't seen that. Well, actually, this is right. Putotela combo, I have seen it, but let's see how well he can fight against the greeds or yamis. And I like the colors. But I noticed that their armors getting bigger and bigger, more like a Den-O climax form. When I saw that Kamen Rider Den-O climax form, I felt a little too much. Okay, a little too much. I know that the Momotaros was not really happy about that. Those heavy armors, I guess. you know, Especially with the Zeke. Well, anyway, so yeah, not sure about this movement, but how it fights against the degrees, it really counts. So let's wait and see. And Axel Double, thank you very much. And then you said, what is the favorite O's combo? I would say standard one, and I like that Tatoba combo. It's already, I don't know, the color combination. It's already in our eyes, in our brains, in our impressions. It's really impressed. Okay, here inside, and so I think it's a pretty basic style, but I like that one. Okay, so anyway, thank you very much, Axel Double. And got a questions from the Deca Blue. Thank you, Mr. S. Are you gonna do pre-order for the T2 Gaia memory set? Well, the pre-orders. Well, I already talked about this before, but the pre-order, we don't do the pre-orders anymore. I'm sorry, unfortunately, pre-order is just a lot mixed up, brings us the lots of the confusions and many challenges, and then with our systems, pre-orders doesn't work. But the T2 Gaia memory set, I already purchased them. Yes, I already paid the money for, and I'm still waiting for the items to be delivered. Okay, and I'm not sure how many I ordered it, but it's not a pre-order, but I would just put it onto our stores as our regular items. Okay, but they are so huge, right? They are big. Yes, of course. One second. Okay. But I thought that we have something boxes here, so but maybe not. Yep. So T2 memory is coming and to our regular stock, and so hope you can get one. ありがとうございます。Yay, we got a snack from the Mr. Okimoto. This is mine, okay? He's a good guy. I like him. Because the can, I mean the snack. No, it's not true. Tatoba combo is the only one with the multiple color. That's true. I don't know. I'm not sure. I never thought about it. But well, there could be some reasons, huh? All right. So I think that's the question answer time. Oh, there we go. Gundam Legacy Extreme, Mr. S. Someone asked this earlier, so I might as well bring up to you for him. Do you think we will see a reissuing of some double toys due to the double return movies, such as Axel Driver and Lost Stripes? No, I don't think so. Uh, it was amazing that they did a reissued the you know the Kamen Rider Skulls. Gee, I forgot the names. Okay, not the Skull Driver. No, not the Lost Drivers. That he's gone, and he brought that. I mean, the Bandai brought that again. That was amazing, and that was something that really never happened before, because of the movie. And the movie was actually for the summer movie, and then was it summer? I don't remember, but it was the real movie for the peoples to see it. Okay, to see the movie, you need to go to the movie theater, and that was a very special occasion. They issued his gun. Yeah, Skull Magnum. There you go. Thank you. And but this case, the Kamen Rider Doubles one is the Axel and then Eternal movies, right? And that's not a movie, but they were going to bring it as the exclusive DVD. So that means that the market is pretty limited, I must say. And I'm sure that sooner or later, I mean pretty soon, as soon as that they release the DVD, they're going to put it onto the rental video shop. So I don't think there will be a much chance for them and much possibility to bring that reissuing the the Lost Driver or his weapons, whatever he was. Jeez, I forgot that too. But anyway, so I don't think so, and not much chance. No, it's not. Yeah, it's going to. Yeah. Double Dekaburu. It's only the DVD, not a movie release. Not a movie. No chance. Mm. Oh, it was a winter. Okay. Yeah, that's a movie core, right? That's right. Gundam Legacy. Thanks. Uh, uh, Decade Fun for Life. Yeah, the DVD we are talking about is the Kamen Rider Double Eternal, and the movie DVD movie for Kamen Rider Axel, and those two new DVDs, they have a special episode for the two stories. I believe the Axel one is gonna be the first one, and then second will be what the Eternal one. So there will be still the Kamen Rider Doubles episode will be it will be introduced. I think it will be more like a 90 minutes or somehow. It's of course it's not that regular programs, so 90 minutes or something kind of long one, but only sell DVD, only sell DVD, not into the DVD. I mean the movie theaters. and I am to watch it. I probably won't buy it, but I will watch it and buy the rental. I mean, a VD. I will rent them and watch that DVD. Yeah. See, so as it comes to the rental DVD, then we don't, the customers, consumers don't spend much money because of that. Uh, it's not the main characters, right? It's not a Kamen Rider double movie anymore. It's finished. It's gone. Okay, and but it's more like a spin-off movies from the Kamen Rider double. So it's more like a core fan target, and which very very small portion in. But you have to understand that Bandai's market is including all the range, right? But most of the time, their main target is their children's and children's father, a mother, a parents, or a grandfather. You know, uh, that's how they make the monies and then making reissuing, rebuilding again the lost driver not gonna attract. I know you guys are, but I don't think the you know the main sponsor, main sponsor of those children's market, like parents or grandparents, won't be interested. I mean, most of all, children's. I don't think they will be interested in. Well, they would love to watch it, maybe, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna be a good enough motivation will make to purchase the items that once sold before. And again, I don't think so. So, I got a question here, and Mr. Secret Man, Mr. S, when is the Kamen Rider X Kamen Rider? Oh no, Kamen Rider versus Kamen Rider O's and Devil Movie Tyson Core coming out? Ooh, I'm sorry, I don't know about that one. But I know, movie Tyson is already out, right? And movie Tyson is already was out last winter, and so. But if you're talking about the 40th anniversary special Kamen Rider movie, the O's Den O, All Riders, that was already released, from the April 1st, and I saw that, and there should be what? They should be coming out and as a DVD maybe around this summer, I think. And DN Russ asking question: do you think Japanese tokusatsu will someday be officially released in US or Europe? Not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm sure they are looking at the Bandai or the Toei looking at those big market, and they hope that the market will grow as the tokusatsu fans more grows, and then the number of the people will grow more. I'm sure they are looking at it, and then they are, I'm sure, trying to find out the marketing tactics for that. Maybe, maybe so. Mm. I don't know how they're going to do it, but for the toy issues, it's very crucial for the regulations and to follow the regulations for each countries. Each country has a different definition of their toy safeties, and as you understand, American version of the toy, Tokusatsu toys, is totally different approach. Uh, I don't know how you guys know that, but here in Japan, let's say the toy guns. Toy gun is pretty much popular, and everybody has it probably. It's a gun, and then whoever you saw and who has that, to look like a real guns thing, and then and we think as a Japanese citizens, oh, it's a toy, okay, because we, not a we think that subconsciously thinks that there's no weapons in public, because only the weapons that are carried is only the person that can carry all those handguns or the weapons are either of the self-defense force or the police officers. And other than that, we just naturally thinks that, oh, that's a toy gun, and then that's okay. But even though they, they are Japanese, some of the Japanese, toy guns are really, really made real, and I'm sure you have seen that those are air guns and gas guns, and there are so many things. And I used to have one actually. I think I still have one in my house. Actually, the one of my friend gave us. I mean, I was not very much interested in air guns, and so I don't touch it anymore. But it's pretty natural for the Japanese people, and then there are some business people exporting those Japanese toy guns to the other, exclusively, selling those Japanese toy guns to the other countries. I know one used to I know there's one exporter located in one of the out to our office, very close to our office. But they moved it somewhere. I'm not sure, but I think they're still in Matsuyama. So yeah, it's very popular. And so the toy, the definition, the safety is all different. In the United States, if you can carry that, the same toy guns that we exported from Japan, I'm sure you will be busted. Yeah, I remember the one story. Since I, helped out my students to study English and then study sending out in other countries. Okay, that's my another professions. But there's one, I don't one gentleman, and he's young, and he graduated. No, he's still in the school, but university. But I sent him to the Hawaii. Okay, I sent him to Hawaii and then actually Maui, and then he studied English 1 year there, stayed in a dorm, and he's good, But and also he is, he was, practicing those EI, if you know EI, the one, the swordsmanship. He practiced very hard for the swordsmanship, and he's good, okay. And he was actually he's been practicing the swords and practicing all the outside of the campus. I mean outside of the dormitory in Hawaii in the evening, I think. And he was just used to have the stick of the wood. Okay, it's not a weapon. All right, it's just a regular wooden sword for the practicing the swordsmanship. And he was practicing by himself and in a park, and then just doing that all the movements, and then someone called the police, and suddenly he was surrounded by the 2, 3 police cars. Okay, and he was so frightened. And he told me these stories, and then I told him that wow, man, you did that, and the greatest experience ever you had in your life. Okay, and that it's very seriously, it happens. Okay, so it's not a toy. All right, it's just it's a wooden sword, and it's obvious. It's just a stick of wood, and he was practicing all the the swordsmanship in a war, and he was surrounded in the evening in a park in Hawaii, and I'm sure that he was pointed at with the policeman's guns. So that's how different it is. And then exporting all the Japanese toys as it is to the United States it's okay for the individually. But if you in the United, as a toy maker for example Bandai, I don't think Bandai can ship out the same toy as as they have just a regular distribution line in the United States and send it as it is. I don't think they can, because we Japanese toys are painted like a chrome mech. They use chrome colors. I mean, shiny and pointy, and turns, lights, sounds. Especially the painting is a very challenging part. Moving parts, because in the United States, it's very importance that not allow the toys to have the any chrome mech, and because they consider to be the misunderstood as an weapons. All right, you don't want to happen that a worst thing is that could happen to bring the Japanese toys with the chrome mech ones. Let's say the gun, the chrome mech guns. There's a chrome mech guns, and a toy gun, even a toy gun. In the United States, just keeping that in the toy guns, and bring it to the fabric. You gotta be sure you'll be stopped by the police, and so that's something we don't want to happen. So of course, no one wants to have their troubles. Bandai wouldn't, and then people have to. Each country has a different definition about the safeties and toys, and different ideas. So bringing to the just a regular Super Sentai toys or idea itself, not just all the safety, I'm sure cultural differences, language, and uh, there are so many to be considered, and so it's quite challenging. I understand, not just only the language. Yeah, decade fun for life. Yes, your friend might have the kind of uh, that look like a real sword thing, but I think it's not really the sword, but it doesn't have the edge that uh, I don't think it can cut, but if it can, actually, it's illegal. I mean, illegally, sharpened, maybe. And here in Japan, having that, you know, the knives there's no such a thing as sword, sold in publicly. Only the sword, samurai sword, you see it here is in the museums, and those are the collectors who has special authorities, permissions from the government. And so, yeah, like my grandfather, I mean, he passed away a long time ago. But anyway, so he had the lots of the Japanese sword. I think he still has, and but it's not my property. But so his family's maintaining, and actually his son is another son. My uncle is taking care of that. Those the real sword. My oh man, my uncle is the real collector of the Japanese sword. I hope I can see that his collection someday. Maybe it will be a very nice, and have him to talk about the swordmanship. But I want you to know that I'm not a samurai or anything. Okay, I'm not a samurai. I don't practice swordmanship or anything like that. But something I really like about the samurai spirit is that my uncle is also something like that. He loves the beauty of the swords, Japanese swords, samurai swords, and at the same time he hates the violence. Okay, he hates the violence, and he loves the poetry, and he loves the Japanese samurai swords as well. Okay, so that's really makes that something that the spiritual things I think for the Japanese people. Samurai sword, and as well as the Japanese poetry, and seems that are kind of unbalanced maybe for you guys, but it is makes the perfect sense. you know. So I hope you can get some book or novels about the Japanese histories and samurais. And I think being samurai is that not to be violent. So if your friends, you know, has that samurai swords, but doesn't mean that your friend is a samurai. And so I want you to know that if you don't, if he doesn't love the poetry, if he doesn't love the peace, if he doesn't love that and his friends, you know, and he's not, and just showing off that swords. So I hope you understand that. I hope I can deliver my message, but uh, I will see. I will see that any if there's any chance that not that my grandfather's, but the my uncle, he's the Shinto priest. He is still. He's a Shinto priest. At the same time, he's the collector of the Japanese swords, the beautiful ones. I think I heard that he was explaining to me about something that actual the samurai swords that are used in the battles, and he was explaining about there's crack, some crack on that swords, and because that crack was made in the real battle, and he knows that history. I thought that was very amazing. No, I don't like the seppuku. Okay. No, I don't like the harakiri or anything like that. Okay. Nope, nope, no, thank you. Okay. Of course, I hope you understand. There's nobody does that thing anymore. It's just gone. Okay. That spirit is not here anymore. But at the same time, I think the Japanese people has that remain still have the somehow not the spirit of the seppuku or harakiri. Okay, don't get that. All right, but I think the Japanese people maintain still that legend, legacy. I don't know. I forgot the Japanese, the English words, but uh, just like you saw that after the disasters, the Japanese people just stay calm and then try not to be uh, bother the other people, even though that they're living in a very difficult situations. And we make the lines and then to wait and be patient for the next services that they can possibly get. Um, I think that that's something that we still maintain. I don't call it like a samurai spirit. Okay, I don't think so. I have nothing to do with the samurai spirit or anything. But I think it's something that we still have that inside, that caring others, and even though that we sometimes we misguided in the history, which is kind of unfortunate. It's really unfortunate. But I hope it will continue to be like that, and I hope that we'll bring that what we can as a Japanese people and as the Japanese citizens, and then the people who at least living in this island country, and you know uh, has been carried the some of the spirit and ideas, the way of life for thousands of years, over thousands of years. And this island is very interesting. I understand now. Because it's so isolated. It's so isolated from the rest of the world, surrounded by the oceans. I don't say only one people. No, I don't think so. There are a mix of the foreign people, including the Chinese people, the Korean peoples, many different kind of people still living in it. But still, this is our land that you know living for the many, many, many years, and the cultures that we have is something very, very unique. I think from comparing to the what other rest of the world. And I hope that I this this is a very I know this is a very difficult time for the Japanese people and for the as a country as Japan in the world. Um, but I hope that we'll continue to recover from the disasters and all the nuclear failures, and then I know the government is not really efficient. you know, should be expected, but not really. But we need to be changed. we need to change, and I hope that we can bring it, and that good. And after we go through all of these difficulties, I'm sure uh, as a Japanese we will learn something. We will learn something from this no, difficult situations. We will come back, and that's something that we learn from here. I'm sure, I'm definitely sure that that idea or attitude or beliefs or spirit or whatever, um, something that we learn from these difficult situations will benefit to the rest of the world. And I hope, I sincerely hope so. Okay. All right. So, and I think it's getting too long, and so I hope it's okay. All right, and then Super Sentai is asking it, how can you buy a DX count capsule Gaia memory complete selection dopant memories? We don't have them, you know. Oh, you know, one actually, we have the one cancellation on the Sound Gaia memory, the complete selections. One cancellation, and I was wondering if anyone be interested in. And I think I'm going to bring that into the our eBay auctions, and let's see what's gonna happen. Okay. I'm not sure. Okay. Actually, and when we start, I think that was the pre-order items, now, which we don't do that anymore. But that I think it was like a 14,000 or something like that. 14 or 15,000 maybe. But that was only the pre-order one. And since it's already almost like a year ago, the price needs to be changed. I don't have the kind of I cannot judge how much it will be, the worth will be, and so I'm going to bring that into the no, eBay account. Well, I'm going to do the auctions. So I hope you guys are going to be interested in. But make sure because that our customer canceled these items because that the shipping is huge. Watch out for that because the item is so big, so big. Okay, so be careful. And more details, I will put it onto the eBay. So I hope you can read carefully, and just make sure that you understand the whole concept. It's a huge items, and item is the big price, and an item is very heavy, and an expensive for the shipping. And if you make that happy, and you just go for it. Okay. All right. Mr. Seeker, thank you. Yeah, maybe no, sell the memory separately. I don't know. It takes that time. See, you have the only 24 hours. You have the one big items. It's a complete selections, and either put it onto the eBay's as a one set, or sell it individually. And then I don't think I have the enough times to make that all the each different. How many? 24, something like that. 24 memories. Listing, listing fees. I don't know. It's gonna be very, very time consuming. And I have the more ongoing thing project and many things. And since that the springtime is here, so I will be more working on with the schools and projects, and so I would just put it as a set. Here we go. Go. Okay. Go, 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 go. All right. Something like that. DN Russ is asking about my English. Okay, Mr. S, was it hard for you to learn English? Hard. Yes, it was had some difficult time. It has some had a difficult time, but so what? So what? The learning English and the learning the culture of the English, and not just only the culture, through the learning and through the English, you can learn so much rich cultures, histories around the world, and you don't want to miss the fun. You know, and learning language is the something I found it very, very effective to change your image. I was the very shy boy, and I knew it. I just could not express myself. I didn't like myself, and you know that kind of thing. I'm sure you know that. But as because you think in your own language, because I was thinking in my own Japanese language, and because I grew up with it. Because you live with your language, you knew, you understand, and you sometimes you have too much information about your mistakes, you know, my mistakes, and you started to think in your language or my language too much about self-image, and it's really was hard. So if you can compare, I mean, if you say that was it hard to learn English, yes, it was hard. But what is hard if you are hard with yourself? Um, so I really need to change it. And so at the age of 18, 19, I think, I just had enough. I said, all right, that's it. Okay, I need to just stop it. I just need to stop and get out of this. And I just decided to. I don't know. My instincts just told me to just leave Japan. And because not because that I don't, because I don't hate Japan. I don't. No way. But at the time, I didn't like my image, and then I didn't like that that I don't say I don't want to say community, but I don't say I didn't like that the image that I have about Japan and myself. So I just really needed times to see, you know, if there's anything new outside of Japan. And I went to the United States 2 years, and yes, I went through all the challenges, schools, the girlfriends, and girlfriend part was really helped me a lot, as you know. Okay, it is very important to have the girlfriends or boyfriend if you are a girls, or if you have, I don't know. I'm not sure very much the gender differences much, but I'm very quite straight. So, but it is very very important part of the learning language, and or not just only learning language, but just living. You know, it's very important for us. So I was very happy, and my language could change that. My lifestyles, the way of my livings, and the image of myself. So that's the time, and I start all the funds, and then now here I am, you know, doing the business, the worldwide business right here from the local city Matsuyama, and then I'm meeting up you guys like this from all over the world, and I'm enjoying. Do you think I'm enjoying? Oh yes, I am. I am enjoying my jobs and my lifestyles and my families and having you guys here and all the things that we can do for the time that like being here. Uh, you know, Japan needs the help, and then we started those. We support the superhero times, and amazing things happening. Amazing thing, those 7,000 over $7,000. Yeah, so it's not only about the language, but more lifestyle. Yeah, take a brood. Your teacher was in Japan 4 years. That's good, you know. And so I remember that one American lady who was actually uh, killed here in Japan because that disaster, and I felt so sad. So I'm so sorry for the loss that uh, her abilities and her lives there here in Japan because she loved Japan very much. I felt like that on myself, you know, and she was the middle of the way to go, and I was so shocked to learn about that. And I think she was the first American that suffered from the disasters. So yeah, I think it's everyday life is so blessed and lucky. And we have toys. Great, you are lucky. And you need a more toy. Don't be greedy, but but if you have one toy, then we should be happy. And if you need more, buy from the CS Toys International. Okay. All right. So anyway, I don't talk about the greediness because I am the one, the more greedy one. Okay, I guess. But I think it's a greed is it's very important part of the your potentials, and because as you want more and as you plan ahead, as you work more, as you get more uh, tactical, I guess more and more help for the material uh, support for your life, but not really the mental. So it's you need the mental work also. But the Super Sentai has the mental message as well. So learn that the samurai spirit from the Super Sentais and then the Kamen Riders. And don't forget, you can learn, you can be the material fun and then mental fun as well. Lucky. You buy one toy, you get two good things. I'm sorry, I'm just too much, too much sales talks. That's right, too much advertisement. Okay. Yeah, and then I think it's very important. I think to be honest, we all agreed, of course, because we are to live, and so accept that. But you can choose. That's very important. You can choose. Okay, so I think it's getting long, and then I think it's enough talk, I guess, for today. What am I doing there? Yeah, I'm talking too much, but I really love that the talk with you guys like this. I'm sure I saw that lots of message in the questions here. I'm sorry, I don't think I can just respond to everything, but I hope that you enjoyed the talk with us. And please make sure to bring out, check us out at the next unboxing coming Friday, and we should be getting more good toys. And so talk to you there. Okay. So take care, everyone, and then say hello. I mean goodbye and good night, whatever your time zone is, and take your time. All right. Good night. Sign off.